Broadcasting from somewhere in the Hollywood Hills.
You have arrived. We are Nick and Desiree's Infinite Dance Cast.
Dance Cast.
We are dance all day, every day, all the time. Make sure you follow us on Twitter at iDanceCast or at Nick Drago or at Desiree Robbins.
You can check us out on the web at infinitedancecast.com, or you can go on to iTunes and download each and every one of our podcasts absolutely free.
Free of charge.
Ooh, hello.
Life
How are you?
Good.
That is great. So we've obviously got some people calling us.
Because we are so popular.
We're hot, I tell you, hot.
And maybe it is actually Joey and Jackie calling from New York. You never know.
Maybe. Put them on hold, Janae.
Right? And then Bella gets excited because the phone rings. Exciting show today.
Oh, so exciting.
I've been excited wanting to get the Dowling sisters. I mean, that's what I know them by.
Right.
I knew them growing up dancing.
When you say it like that, it
What?
kind of makes them sound like they're tightrope walkers. The Dowling sisters.
Actually, that's hilarious.
That is
it's
kinda
true. Well, they have Jo and Jax dance wear.
Right.
Fabulous line of dance wear. Very, I don't know, it's really well made. And since they dance and they actually wear it and dance, they know how to make a nice style that works well from dance to the theater. No,
So what kind of stuff is it? Is it like Lycra, or is it like spandex, or is it like Under Armour?
Well, you're a boy, so you probably didn't wear much of it, but they have really nice jazz pants and booty shorts and tops, and they're they're double thick. I don't want to get into the...
Well, double thick, is that important to a girl in their dance wear?
Yeah, because you feel like you got like a really nice girdle on.
A really nice girdle.
Okay, never mind.
Well,
anyway, Jo and Jack's darling stuff for many... It goes
Jo and Jack's darling?
Darling stuff.
Oh, Dowling. But they're darling. They've got darling stuff.
Darling stuff.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay, God, you're really
They've both got really long legs.
Yeah, they're very tall.
They're very tall. And I remember taking class from Joey thinking she could be a rockette.
And I believe she was. Nick, I liked how you did that little plug.
Do you like that?
I do.
Well, these girls have done a lot of stuff. I mean, did they both attend the University of Utah?
Yes.
They did. Okay. Well, if not...
And we're going to double check with our fact
We're going to double check that. And sometimes, when we're doing these interviews, they're last minute. Because we're all very busy people.
Right.
Obviously you and I aren't busy because we have time to sit down and set up the stuff.
Right. Exactly.
I'm busy not watching any of the dance shows on TV either. I'm over it. I know. Well,
why are you over it?
I think it's all very played out. I'm honestly kind of tired of seeing dance.
It's okay. There's a point when it gets really oversaturated. Yeah. I mean, that's the honest truth. I mean,
and I love when dance is in television, or when they have dance scenes in films or TV.
Yeah.
I feel like the oversaturation kind of kills me sometimes.
And when it becomes less about the dance and more about the drama.
Yeah.
I think that's what starts to wear on me as well.
Well, and I have to say this, though. One of the things about All the Right Moves... the show with our friends. They did a really good job of shooting the actual dance numbers at the end of each show.
Really?
And during each show. So you did get the drama, but you also got nice dance numbers.
Now, I hear that show really centers more, it's you would think it's kind of for kids, but it really is more geared towards the young adult dancer or something like that, because it's a little bit more mature.
I would say so.
Material.
I don't
talk about relationships and things.
Right. Like, I don't think you can't watch it if you're a kid, but I think if you're a parent, maybe you should check out one of the episodes just to make sure that it goes along with kind of what you want, because they do bleep out a few words here and there, but for the most part, I think it's a great show, and I think it's really well done considering the competition.
Yes.
Because I think all the other stuff is just very fake.
Well, the dance moms and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And this is more geared towards, the actual dancer and actually the business side.
Well, Abby Lee Miller's got a new show out.
I did hear that this is going to happen.
It's with Ricky, who's the choreographer for Lady Gaga, and Robin Anton is the other judge. So it's good.
That's exciting.
Well, hey, I mean, honestly, I don't know. At any rate, I don't understand what it is that you need to have the credentials to have a show these days. I mean, this is coming from a guy who has a show on a podcast.
Right.
But, so I don't know what we need to do to prove ourselves or disprove other people. Not that I really care about other people.
Yeah, we just do what we do.
I'm going to have a sip of coffee.
Yeah, go ahead. That's interesting, though. I really need to catch an episode of that. It's just, I'm kind of like you. You know, we dance and we teach and work so much in this business. There's a time when I'm home, I need a little sanctuary and I need a little break from it.
Yeah, that's very zen.
Well, I'm trying to be.
Whoa.
And also, my husband, you know, being in the music business,
right.
He doesn't like to watch or listen to a lot of music, so we kind of have a no dance, no listening to music policy.
Well, you got to think, some of these agents, man, when you invite like these dance agents to shows, I mean, they may come, they may not, but if they don't come, can you really blame them? I mean, they're dealing with dance all day long. Maybe you just want to like relax and turn it off.
You got to have some balance in your life.
You have to.
And that's, I think, what's made me more sane the last couple of years is having balance between the work and then the family time. Like, okay.
Well, you know what I do is I watch pro wrestling.
You know, I do know this.
Oh, speaking of which, our good friend Dave Lagana, who now lives in Tennessee, just celebrated a birthday a few weeks ago.
Oh, so happy birthday.
Yeah, it was like last month, but shout out on the air. So
that's not too late.
The other thing is, what was I? I've lost my train of thought.
Well, I think because we're going to go into music picks before, because I know we're going to go straight to the break and right into the interview, but I want to make sure that the audience knows that you can follow Jackie and Joey on Twitter at Jo and Jax, and they spell it at JOANDJAX. So make sure that you check them out. Follow them on Twitter.
Well, I will. You don't have to yell at me about it.
I am going to yell at you.
Whoa, that was a good impersonation of something or other. Whoa, we're getting excited. Bella, everything's fine.
Excited about my music
Time
picks.
for music picks.
Oh, goodness.
How are we supposed to work under these scenarios?
I know. We've got to work with Janae a little bit on this.
Yes.
Okay, so my first pick for this week is MJ's Coursing. That's just the letter M, letter J, and Coursing. The artist is Frankie Manzo.
I know her.
Do you?
Yes.
We've worked with her.
We sure have.
She's quite amazing. You can get that on iTunes. And the next one, I don't know, you probably already have this, but it's such a hot song, entitled Your Body. The artist on that is, who else? Christina Aguilera.
Like I should have known that.
And my final pick is Nick.
What?
Settle down. Settle down now.
Nick, settle down.
No, it's just settle down.
Oh, settle down.
And the artist on that is Kimbra, Kimbra. That is the female vocal in Gautier.
Oh, okay.
So she's her own artist.
Okay.
And then she really made it big with that song, what is someone that I used to know. But this album is a great album.
Oh, wow.
It's very cool, very chill. So, Kimbra.
Well, obviously the song's called Settle Down.
Settle down now. Remember that?
I don't think so.
Okay, never mind. Sorry about that.
Are those Toms?
No, they're not Toms. They're
They look very
Snooks.
comfortable. Snookies?
They're Snooks, not Snookies.
Is that what Snooki's wearing?
Snooks. Just Snooks. But they are called a sandal. Like they say, these are shoes. These are a sandal. Never mind.
Oh, man.
You're such a fashionista.
I'm a fashion guru, Gautier Kimbra. All right, here we go. Number one for me. This is episode number 65, ain't it? All right. Afro Puffs.
Oh, my God. You're wild.
By the Lady of Rage. And this song was on the Above the Rim soundtrack.
Okay.
From back in the day. It's a very... the movie is R-rated.
Okay.
But the song is hilarious. I rock on and stuff with my Afro Puffs. Hey, rock on with your bad self. I like it.
I like that you did it more as a rap.
Yeah, or a poem.
I like that.
Because I don't want to get in trouble with Agva. Okay. Number 2. This is a great song I used to listen to in high school. Been Hanging Around by the Counting Crows.
I love.
Yeah, they are great.
I got really high. That's how excited I was.
Yeah, well, let's hear your high C.
Counting. Oh, no, don't.
Okay.
Oh, no.
And number 3 for me, Cool, Cocky, Bad. The Honky Tonks theme song, the WWE Superstar.
Oh, you are
Best Intercontinental Champion of all time by Jim Johnson. I think it's a very funny character song. So if you are looking for something to do that's kind of like Elvis-y.
Yeah.
This is a funny song.
And probably a lot of people wouldn't think about that.
No, just me and Dave Lagana.
There you go.
And my other friend Jared Hewitt.
And so it's all very smart, brilliant people.
Well, we pride ourselves on being able to put together storylines with big giant men and spandex.
I love that. End scene.
End scene.
Remember, you can download each and every one of our music picks at iTunes. Of course, it does cost you money, unlike our podcast, which is absolutely free.
That's right. It's free because
that's how we are. We're nice, giving people.
That's how we roll.
That's how we roll, yo. We'll be right back with
Jo and Jax. This is Infinite Dance Cast, episode 65. Flow 40 Dance Workshops is the nation's premier in-house dance experience. We come to you and offer dancers a personalized workshop in the comfort of their own studio. Build a customized schedule to best suit your student needs. Our faculty work in every facet of the entertainment industry. And now, for a limited time, Desiree Robbins is in the mix. Book her for your next workshop. We're available for booking year-round. Visit flow40dance.com or call 818-985-7005 for more information. Flow 40 Dance Workshops. Work hard, dance strong.
Hey, and welcome back. We are Nick and Desiree's Infinite Dance Cast.
Dance Cast.
We are dance all day, every day, all the time. Make sure you follow us on Twitter at iDanceCast or at Nick Drago or at Desiree Robbins.
When you grow up, do you want to be a rockette? Do you want to feel comfy? Do you want to feel safe? Do you want to have clothes that fit you if you have long legs? Well, Jo and Jax are the two girls for you. They have created a stellar new clothing line, and they are sweeping the nation with tall and short people alike.
That's true for me too,
They
yes.
do not discriminate. They have been rockettes. Their combined credits include Chicago, the movie, the producers, the MTV Music Video Awards, the Academy Awards, many commercials, Nike, Old Navy, Adidas. There has been so much going on. West Coast Dance Explosion. I mean, the credits go on, and we're going to get into that. Please welcome Jo and Jax.
Yay!
Hi guys. What's going on?
Great.
We're just hanging. We're happy that we got to call you.
Well, you guys are in New York right now.
Yeah, we are.
So what's the future like?
The big NYC. You might hear some sirens.
Yeah, perfect.
That's totally
We
cool.
feel right at home.
Okay, so I have
Construction across the street. We offer unitards to the men that are working construction across the street.
I bet they love that.
I bet you that's some kind of new. That's a great new Diet Coke commercial ad right there, waiting to happen. So, excuse me. So, real quick, joandjax.com, and that's JOANDJAX.com. You can also follow them on Twitter at Jo and Jax, and then, of course, Facebook.com/Jo and Jax Wear. WEAR. So, first of all, guys, tell us the motivation behind this new clothing line, and what can we expect?
Well, the motivation would kind of happen. Our company's, it's about 4 years old, 4.5 years old, and when Jackie and I were both Rockettes, we auditioning heavily and both doing Rockettes, we were like, we hate all this stuff that we have to buy to try and look amazing at auditions and try and find a way you could stand out with a lot of pop of color, that the fit's good, it lasts all day. It wasn't, too costumey or too pedestrian, just something that looked refined and pulled together, but a little funky.
It's cute. Everybody loves it.
Yeah. So we basically started designing clothes for ourselves to wear to auditions and to dance class, and all of our friends kind of caught guard, and they were like, "Where'd you get that? Who made that? How'd you where do I get it?" And so we just decided, let's just start a little. We'll design 3, 4, styles, and we started selling them to our Rockette friends, and quickly we realized that we need to do this. And we kind of did it, also because being taller, there wasn't, it literally, pants that should go to our ankles looked like floods, and that wasn't really something that made you feel sexy going into an audition or in class.
It was, you're not trying to wear them as capris.
No, not necessarily the look you're going for.
Or for the even taller girls, jams, as we used to call them back in the 90s.
Jam.
So there was a lot of going to buy fabric and sewing them onto your pants, I would presume.
Yeah, totally. It was not a rad look.
Yeah, right.
Was it kind of Copacabana type thing? Would you let it flare out at the bottom?
Totally.
Oh my gosh, that's living.
Okay, so you guys started doing that, and I'm sure it caught on with the rest of the Rockettes really quickly.
It did. It was really fun. Everybody's in there, and we got great feedback in that from that platform, and everybody told us what they liked, what they didn't like. So it was a great starting point for us, just kind of getting started in the business. And then from there, our demographic has grown from there for kids, and even to active and fitness wear. We get a lot of a lot of different people loving our stuff. So
I love it. I got a lot of it when we were at the Dance Teacher Summit.
Now, so
we had a little party. We had a little dance fashion party at the Dance Teacher Summit. You were rocking our stuff.
I love it. I mean, all these videos wearing it too. So dancers, where do we get it? Let's tell everybody where they go and get this stuff.
Well, you can get it, like Nick said, at joandjax.com.
Right.
That's the best place. It's a fun site. We're actually adding to it all the time. We'll be adding some contests and different things so you can get more involved. We're about to start a model search right now. So
fun.
Keep your eyes open for that, and that'll be really fun. We're really excited for it. So we get a lot of feedback from people. How do we be one of your models? Because, I mean, I have to admit, our shoots are just fun. We have so much fun, and I think it shows in all of our shots. And so if you go to the site, you can look there. And that's the easiest way. You can always call the phone numbers on the website. We have a great staff.
Yeah.
And they are so happy to help anybody. And then we also we go to convention booths. So this year we're actually going to a lot of conventions.
You are
scheduled to go to 52 different conventions this year.
Crazy.
I know.
I love it.
We like to be popular, and get to know a lot of friends on the dance world. I mean, we're going to New York City Dance Lines almost every single convention this year. Adrenaline, Hollywood Vibe, West Coast Dance Explosion, Pulses, and then we of course do all of their nationals. So it's a good way that people can kind of look, touch, and feel all of the stuff. We end up coming to a lot of cities, and so it gives people a way that they can kind of get acquainted with our line if they're not. And if you want to know where we're going, it's on the homepage as well. You can look and see if
Perfect.
if we're coming to your city or whatever.
Why don't you give that phone number that's on the website for people?
It's 212-966-2171.
Oh, now that's a big treat, a 212 number.
I know.
That's straight up New York.
We like to keep the New York area.
I love it. That's so posh.
Now, I want to clarify something. If you don't have as long as legs as a Rockette, can you still wear your stuff?
He's thinking of me.
Well, I mean, it should be proof enough. I mean, Desiree looks like she's 5'11", but she's not.
Ooh, I like BFF.
Our stuff phenomenally.
You just scored yourself a couple extra minutes of airtime.
Try that on. Try this on.
Oh, it was so fun, and you guys have a great staff on site. She was very helpful, and I had a great time. So you guys got to check out the Jo and Jax booth somewhere in a city near you.
Head there right now, joandjax.com. Again, follow them on Twitter at Jo and Jax, and then Facebook.com/Jo and Jax Wear. We're going to be right back with Joey and Jackie. Jo and Jax, Joey and Jackie Dowling. Say it a number of times, but it's great every way. Infinite Dance Cast, episode number 65. We'll be right back. As dance teachers, we spend countless hours editing music. Save time with professional audio engineers. Professional music edits for competition start as low as $49. Clean cuts at affordable rates. Give your dancers a leg up on the competition. Email them for a quote. Visit dezworld.com. That's DEZ world.com for more details.
Hey guys, it's Alexis Cara, and you are tuned into Nick and Desiree's Infinite Dance Cast.
Dance Cast.
Hey, welcome back. We are Nick and Desiree's Infinite Dance Cast.
Dance Cast.
We are dance all day, every day, all the time. Make sure you follow us on Twitter at iDanceCast or at Nick Drago or at Desiree Robbins.
Jo and Jax are here.
What?
Yeah, that's right. Now, you guys don't do guys' clothing, do you?
You know what? We have, in the queue, we have been requested this for the past probably 2 years, and we're going to be coming out with some awesome dance men's kind of sweat type pants in the next year. So
yeah, and like a Jo and Jax dance belt.
Yeah, maybe not so much.
Maybe not so much.
There might be a market for that, because I got to tell you, growing up, and this is a serious note, it was very hard to find dance belts. Like, you go into Capizio, and they're like, what is that? And you're with your mom, and it's really embarrassing.
And I have to say, though, we have had requests for them.
Have you really?
Yeah, we have.
Now, is that the strangest request you've had as clothing designers?
Or men wearing one of our our unitards backwards that had a huge circle in the back, and he was a unitard at a convention.
Oh.
Jason Parsons was his name.
Of course.
Unitards backwards.
I almost asked if it was Jason.
Well, I was going to ask you if you had like tags on your clothing, but then once you said Jason Parsons, maybe it was an artistic choice.
Well, true. Jason does like to take the ladies' clothing and try it on. He sported some booty shorts.
Well, he sports it well, though.
He does. He has a hot body.
He does sport it really well.
He does.
Okay, so let's talk briefly about the Rockettes. How long you guys were both there. You don't have to give us the years if you don't want. And where does it rank on your all-time jobs?
Oh, yeah. Good one.
Well, we both did the Rockettes for 3 years, and one of those years we overlapped, and so did it together, which was really fun. And it's a great job. It's a hard job.
How many shows a week?
There's a light at the end of the tunnel, which makes it kind of nice, you know. It doesn't seasonal, you know. It's a seasonal job, and so, I mean, I like that part, the part where it ended.
Be honest. Don't hold back, okay? Like, this is real journalism.
You know what my favorite part of the job was? At the light at the end of the tunnel.
Hey, I've got a lot of those jobs.
You know, it's interesting, though, because a lot of girls still ask me, and probably ask Jackie, you know, you were a Rockette. How do I become a Rockette? What's it like? I mean, it's held very high in the dance community, and really in the kind of the real world. When you tell people that you were a Rockette, I mean, they just think it's the end-all, be-all. They think it's the most amazing thing, and because Radio City has such a high esteem, and it's world-renowned, and you know, it's over 130 years old. I mean, it's so cool.
That is.
Cool.
It's history.
Say that you danced at Radio City Music Hall, and you were a Rockette, and I mean, it's really cool. Like sometimes, I mean, and this was years ago when Jackie and I were Rockettes, but you kind of didn't realize how amazing it was to say that you were a Rockette and to be able to say that you did perform at that, you know, at that venue, and then years later people say, you were a Rockette? Oh my gosh, that was so cool. I bet that was so cool. I mean, my grandfather to this day, every single time we see him, oh, there's my two Rockettes.
Oh, that's cool.
We're Rockettes, you know, and it's like literally anything else we did, Grandpa, in 15 years in our careers matters, but no, we were Rockettes.
That's awesome.
It is all about that.
That's sweet.
That's great. You know, because as dancers, we do this great stuff, and we don't always embrace it in the moment. We don't realize, you know, because we were very focused on our job. So that's a fantastic accomplishment that you both have.
Yeah, we feel fortunate that we both got to do that. It really was a cool thing. I mean, it's a rigorous, like Jackie said, you're putting on a Santa suit, you're putting on a Santa beard, and sometimes you're doing up to 6 shows a day.
Oh my gosh, ladies.
I mean, like 9 a.m. shows. It's pretty crazy. Doing 280 kicks, jumping up and down on a steel stage, having 90-second changes. I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot.
Wow.
So give us the top 3 or 4 characteristics they look for in Rockettes when hiring them, just for our listeners, the young listeners that may be aspiring Rockettes.
I think you have to be you have to have a great attention to detail. We see so many dancers who are amazing dancers. I mean, so great, contemporary, and just can move, and yet they have a really, really hard time, taking direction and doing that different style. It is so classic, and now
good word.
Is so contemporary, and it's really quirky and all this stuff, and you go into that audition and they want a type, and that's all they want, and you've got to know how to give them that. You don't change it, you don't morph it into anything, you don't put your own spin on it. You've got to pay attention to the details and do that and only that. And it's a style all its own, and you've got to master that style.
It is an art form in its own.
It is.
Finding that classic line again.
I mean, obviously they look for beautiful women too. They look for people that have great bodies and look like they are perceived to have very long legs. I mean, usually the line goes from anywhere from 5'10". I don't know if people know this, but the tallest girl is in the middle, and it goes out to each corner, and the shortest girls are on the ends, and that's why it looks like the entire line is actually all 5'9". And they have all the girls' skirts at the same length.
Oh, very interesting.
Are you allowed to be telling us this? I feel like
this is hot stuff.
On about 10 minutes. Why do you
It's insider information. No, they should be thanking you because people will come to the audition more prepared.
Yeah, true.
Well, do you have to do time steps at the audition? Is that like, will they line you up and go to the classic New York, like go do a time step?
5, 6, 7.
Yeah, we did the full, I don't know people know this. A lot of people might think you got to go into an audition and just improv and show your stuff, and you might be brilliant at that. But literally, you go in, you do a time step, you do a double pirouette on the right, double pirouette on the left, and thank you very much if you sucked. You know what I mean?
Wow.
That's what it is. I mean, that's what it is.
I want to start with my left.
Past that, then you get to actually learn a combination and prove that you can take direction and really be exquisite and be a great performer and have a great face, and at the same time doing exactly what you're told.
That's really
wow. So basically, yeah.
Step. I saw so many girls who struggled through it. Somehow got through it, but you know what? They pulled it off on their face, because you got to think, you have 40 girls up there tapping.
Yeah.
You're not the strongest tapper as long as you look confident and still carry yourself well, and you'll still get by, and they'll still love you.
Yeah, I like that, and that's true.
A huge thing is Jackie and I kind of talk about that all the time, is you really truly have to believe you're the best one in the room without being arrogant, and it really does kind of come across.
Yeah, I would imagine.
Well, you have to. It's dog eat dog there. I mean, it's your job or someone else gets
own
it. Wow. Okay, great. Well, that's fantastic information. Well, for me to know, because I'm obviously auditioning.
You're obviously going out.
We'll send you a unitard you can wear to us.
Yes,
send me a backwards
you're going to be
unitard.
totally set up.
Let's do this.
Let's do it.
What
He
up,
wants one of the
Jason?
bright colors, ladies. He likes those brights.
Let's make it happen. Yeah. What unitard would you pair with Rhythm Nation?
I would do the one with the zipper. The zip front.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so you guys have appeared on numerous things. Let's talk about Smash.
Yeah, I'm very curious about how that shoot goes.
Which one you just did, Smash? You have so many credits here. It's like 4 pages long, and I can't read.
Don't tell him your personal problems. Let's keep moving.
You're funny. I can help you with that. I actually, I was lucky enough to do 2 episodes of Smash just in the past, 6-8 weeks. And, it's a great show to be on the East Coast. I mean, there's so many television shows, and there have been so many in the past, that it's such a nice breath of fresh air to be able to give dancers in New York City that television experience and have it consistent and have it be, a lot of these dancers in New York who are really, really talented, they're working consistently on the show. And I could not say I could go on and on and on about Josh Vergoss and how amazing he is. He is such a sweet man, and he is such a gem to work with. The producers of Smash were amazing. I mean, we were laughing. We were laughing till we were falling over. We got to do this episode with Sean Hayes, who, as you know, was Jack from Will and Grace.
Right.
And he was the funniest man I think I've ever met in my entire life. We did this kind of little spoof on the Liaisons, and it was kind of a show within a show where he got hired as a, quote, television actor to be in the show. And it was hysterical. We were all dressed up with these gigantic white wigs that were about 2 feet tall, and it was amazing. It's a great show, a great job. Everybody's so talented. So it was a fun experience.
I love it. You guys, when is that play? When is your episode play? Are you a dancer?
No, I think I was just a dancer on it, yeah.
Okay.
I think that starts airing, the show starts airing in January, and it was episode 1 that I was in, and episode 6 or 7.
Oh, very cool. Well, we're going to have to check that out.
We will check that out. And guys, we're unfortunately running short on time, but we want to have you guys back so we can talk about all your other credits. I'm sorry, we just ran out of time because we talked about your fantastic clothing line, which is at joandjax.com.
Yes.
Also check them out at Jo and Jax on Twitter and Facebook.com/JoandJaxWear.
And don't forget about...
Also on Instagram.
Instagram.
That's my favorite. That's the one that I'm on all the time.
That is my favorite too. Plus, you get to see all the cute clothes. And don't forget about the model search, everyone. Make sure you contact Jo and Jax to get on all your information for the model search.
Jo and Jax, thank you for being with us.
Thanks so much.
You're awesome.
Have a good day.
We'll be right back. Nick and Desiree's Infinite Dance Cast, episode number 65. Flow 40 Dance Workshops is the nation's premier in-house dance experience. We come to you and offer dancers a personalized workshop in the comfort of their own studio. Build a customized schedule to best suit your student needs. Our faculty work in every facet of the entertainment industry. And now, for a limited time, Desiree Robbins is in the mix. Book her for your next workshop. We're available for booking year-round. Visit flow40dance.com or call 818-985-7005 for more information. Flow 40 Dance Workshops. Work hard, dance strong.
Hey,
This is Helene Phillips, and you are listening to Nick and Desiree's Most Bitchin' Infinite Dance Cast.
Hey, welcome back. We are Nick and Desiree's Infinite Dance Cast. We are dance all day, every day, all the time. Make sure you follow us on Twitter at iDanceCast, at Nick Drago, or at Desiree Robbins.
That is fantastic, Desiree. You did a very good job.
And you could also follow the Dowling sisters, and I keep calling them that, even though they are both married.
Or Jo and Jax.
Jo and Jax, at Jo and Jax.
Oh, that's good.
And they have really fun tweets.
And just as a reminder, JAX.
JAX.
And JO.
You are correct. No ampersand.
No ampersand. I love the ampersand.
I know. And if you don't know what that is, go look it up in the dictionary. It's a good little grammar lesson.
Maybe I should be an ampersand for Halloween.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
How will we do that?
Well, there's a lot of I don't know.
Sponge out there?
Sponge cake.
Oh, aren't they just
darling? Yeah. Darling Dowlings.
That's cute.
So let's talk about Halloween real quick.
Okay.
Okay, if you could have dressed up as a dancer for Halloween, who would it be?
Oh gosh, that's tough.
Well, whatever.
I might be Joe Tremaine.
Oh yeah?
Yo.
Yo. I would.
I would do a lot of rubber knees.
A lot of rubber knees, baby.
A lot of rubber knees.
He's good at those rubber knees.
I love this boogie.
I feel like he kept the rubber knees relevant, to be honest with you.
Yes, absolutely. But I probably should be a female.
Okay, who would it be?
It might be Marguerite Derricks.
Oh.
I might wear some dark sunglasses and some jeans and some heels.
And just carry around a stool to sit on and watch people and
tell them to do like a full out turn combination.
Dude,
on the left.
I'm telling you what, she used to be I used to get so stressed out.
She put that chair in the middle of the room. Not on the front near the stereo. In the middle of the room.
So what do you do? Like she wants you to go across the floor, but you don't want to hit her with your arms.
Well, that's the other talent you have.
Yeah, don't hit her.
Don't hit the teacher. Or I could be Liz Imperio and carry a heavy stick.
Yeah. What is that saying? Walk hard and carry a loud stick? Or walk loud and...
No, it's got to be light and carry a hard...
Walk light and carry a hard stick.
Tuck light. I don't know. We need to look that up. What would you be besides an ampersand?
I think... who would I be?
Okay, yeah. What dancer would you be, back at you? Right back at you.
You know what? I don't know either. I realized when I asked you that question, I wasn't prepared to answer it myself.
Well, you would probably be somebody from a great movie like Gene Kelly.
Yeah, that would be
This is what I would think, or Fred Astaire.
Yeah, because, people, I've been told this before, they were like, you're a dancer? And I said, yeah. And you look like you built like a soccer player. And I said, well, thank you very much, because I know Gene Kelly was built like he was a soccer player.
That is hilarious.
Yeah.
They actually say that.
A soccer player. Who knows what soccer players are built like?
No, that's odd.
Yeah. But I don't know if I'm going to go out or not. I might just have to sit there and give this stupid candy out.
Well, now that you are a homeowner.
Yes.
You are correct. You have to have that little thing of candy for them.
Yeah, for the stupid little greedy kids. No, you can only have one Snickers. You can't have two. Just one.
You could be the jerk on the block that gives out the healthy thing, like a toothbrush. There was a dentist in our neighborhood, and he would give out toothbrushes and toothpaste.
What a jerk.
So make sure you get all that sugar out of your teeth.
Yeah.
Big bowl of candy.
Yeah, that's gross. Well, I don't know. Whatever. I might just turn the light off.
I'm going to be honest.
What?
I did that one year.
Why not?
I was so tired, and it was 3 flights down every time somebody came. Actually, I turned the lights out, but I left a bowl of candy downstairs.
And did you say, please take only one?
No, I said...
What? What'd you say? Enjoy?
I just said enjoy or something like that. Happy Halloween.
Yeah.
What were you going to say?
Well, I was going to ask you if your parents, inspected your Halloween candy.
Oh, we had to.
Yeah.
Razor blades and needles and things.
Yeah, it was
I don't know why.
Were crazy.
They were. But you weren't allowed to eat any candy that was not wrapped.
Uh-huh.
Like some people. Unless you knew them. Because there's one house, they made those popcorn balls. Caramel popcorn balls, and you had to get there early.
Yeah.
Because they would run out. It was that is so weird. Listen to what I'm talking about.
Well, this is what we do. This is what happens when...
This is the important thing.
We've run out of things to talk about on Infinite Dance Cast.
But it is Halloween, and that's a fun one.
Yeah, well, Thriller. Go watch Thriller.
Some people in my family would say, that's a pagan holiday. You can't celebrate a pagan holiday.
Whatever. It's fun.
It's fun.
It's harmless.
It's harmless fun.
Yeah, so... Hey, well, that's the end of the show.
Isn't it? It was a great show, though.
Yeah, it sure was. The middle part was better than the beginning and the end.
Hey, speak for yourself. Speak for yourself.
We'd like to send a special thank you to our producers. Michael, 2 all-beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun Bonicos. And Janae, Mary had a little Mercedes for producing our show.
We are Nick and Desiree's Infinite Dance Cast. Remember, each and every episode is free for you to download on iTunes. If you haven't listened to some of our first episodes, make sure you go and check them out.
Yeah, and don't just be like, oh yeah, that's nice that they say that every time. No, we really mean it. Like,
and
go
leave us a review.
Yeah, and give us a review, you greedy listeners.
Trick or treat.
Trick or treat. Have a happy Halloween from Nick and Desiree's Infinite Dance Cast.
See you next week.